Oh, she's fast asleep. I'm not going to wake her. She's going to be fine, Monica. It won't be pleasant telling her about Dorman, but at least it'll be the end of a long ordeal. And she's going to have her family around to help her forget. Good night, sweetheart. Well, I'm going to call the hospital again, and then the police, too.
Okay, I'll be right down.
Do you want to stay, or should I?
No, I'll stay. I would anyway.
What will you say to her?
Ned, I don't know. I guess I'll hear what she says first, and then gauge how she feels. She looks so peaceful right now. Almost like she's happy.
Okay, so your lawyer's coming down?
Yeah, he's on his way, but it's going to take a few hours because he's coming from out of town.
All right, once he gets here, he's going to get Jason off, though, right? He's going to get him released. I mean, that's what these mob lawyers do. They keep their clients from getting nailed.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Good. Okay.
Have you let your family know?
No, I kind of figured maybe it's better not to panic them unless it's absolutely necessary.
Well, maybe you should give them a call.
We didn't find drugs on or near Dorman. And as of the moment, we haven't found drugs in any place that would lead back to him. So, since he won't be telling us anything new or leading us to him, this case is wide open again.
Meaning what? I'm still prime candidate for drug lord? Oh, this is ridiculous.
So, where were you tonight, Mr. Jacks? You got anybody to vouch for your whereabouts?
No, as it so happens, I was alone. Wait a minute. No, there was someone, the young sheriff at the... One time you could use her, she's not around. You mind if I go find my alibi?
Oh, feel free. Just don't leave the States.
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Excuse me. Marcus, take a look at this. Time for another meeting with Mr. Morgan.
Detective Garcia, here's the file you requested on Dr. Dorman.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Have there been any developments in the case?
Well, sir, I really can't give out the details of an ongoing investigation.
Please understand, Detective, I'm not asking out of idle curiosity. I'm responsible for running General Hospital. Now, Dr. Dorman was still officially on staff, and as you know, he met a violent end on the premises.
And what is your point, sir?
My point is, I'm deeply concerned about the future of the hospital. Frankly, Detective, I'm not sure we can survive another major crisis.
It would be a shame to see GH close.
Yes, it would be a tragedy. But I won't relent. I will continue fighting with all the resources at my disposal. But it would be 1,000 times more effective if the police and hospital administration could work together, exchange information.
Well, sir, there's really not much to say yet. I mean, it's only been a few hours.
Do you have a suspect?
No one's been charged, but, yes, we do have a suspect. Jason Morgan.
What are you going to do, turn up the thermostat again?
The preliminary forensics reports won't be in for a few hours, but our team has dug up something else that you ought to know about.
Caught sleeping at her post.
You didn't have to wait.
Actually, I did. Any new developments on the Dorman murder?
Well, they're holding Jason Morgan. Alan Quartermain's lost his son.
I know who he is. You really think he did it?
Well, they're questioning him. You know, it might be a good idea if you called on the family tomorrow, offered your assistance.
I will. If charges are filed, he might just be making a statement.
Actually, it might be better if it turns out he's guilty. The more quickly this thing is resolved, the less disruption there'll be around here.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll explain that to him and he'll be obliged to confess.
It's late. You're cranky. Why don't you go home and get some sleep?
Actually, there's another reason why I waited. We need to discuss Audrey Hardy.
To what end? We made a calculated risk, and it paid off. Well,
Barely. It nearly cost the woman her life.
I planned the tests at a time when there was a minimum load of critical patients, and there were no major surgeries scheduled that required the use of the computer. Now, what happened to Audrey Hardy could have just as easily happened at 3 a.m. if the computers had gone down at that hour and the Cassidines...
I get the point.
But I see you're still not satisfied. Now, what is it you need from me?
Reassurance.
I did everything I could, not to endanger the welfare of patients, but with a project this complex, there are always risks. I thought you understood that.
I need to know that you're as disturbed about what happened as I am.
Alexis, if Tony Jones had been unable to operate without the computer and Audrey had suffered the consequences, I would feel tremendous guilt. In fact, I feel guilt now for everything she's been through. But guilt is not regret. It had to be done.
I'm in sync with you on the big plan, but it's just the little bumps in the road that keep tripping me up and make me, yes, question what the hell we're doing.
Alexis, you knew from the outset that people might get hurt in spite of our precautions, and you agreed that it was still worth it. Now, have you changed your mind?
I need to see in your eyes that you still have a conscience.
Do you see it?
I do.
Good. I'll see you tomorrow.
What did they tell you?
Nothing. Stefan and Alexis haven't returned to the hospital yet, and the idiot desk clerk over at the police station won't even admit there's been a murder.
Well, we'll keep trying. Oh, I'll get it. Hello?
Mom?
AJ, where are you? Did you hear about Dorman?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling. I'm down at the police station.
Well, I don't understand.
Jason found the body. He's being held for questioning.
Oh.
We've been at the hospital speaking to employees, collecting information, and a nurse, Amy Vining, recalls overhearing you make threats to or about Dr. Dorman. Specifically that you were going to kill him. And there were other employees around who could back up her story.
So what? I already told you I was going to kill him when I found him.
You know, this could establish premeditation. You've been thinking about this for a long time.
Look, Detective, if I wanted to kill him, I would have. I was warning him then. This time I meant to, but I was a little too late.
You were alone with the victim. You had the opportunity. You certainly had the motive. Why don't you make this easy on all of us? Fill in the last blank. Why don't you just turn over the murder weapon?